When it comes to fitness, one of the biggest debates is whether weights or calisthenics is better. People swear by one or the other, but the truth is, there's no one-size-fits-all answer. It all depends on what you want to achieve. So today, I'm going to give you a full breakdown of the differences between these two training styles, what each is good for, and how to figure out which one is best for you, or whether you should be using both. First, let's get clear on what we're talking about. Calisthenics is all about body weight exercises. Think push-ups, pull-ups, squats, and planks. It's about mastering control of your own body and building functional strength. On the other hand, weights are exactly what they sound like: dumbbells, barbells, kettlebells, or any form of external resistance. These allow you to add weight and progressively overload your muscles in a more controlled way. So let's start by looking at what these methods can do for building strength and muscle. If your main goal is to build raw strength and grow bigger muscles, weights have a clear advantage. The reason is simple. With weights, you can easily increase the resistance over time. This concept is called progressive overload. Let's say you're bench pressing 100 pounds. Next week, you can try 105 pounds, and the week after, 110 pounds. That gradual increase forces your muscles to adapt and grow. Now, calisthenics can still build strength and muscle, but it works differently. With bodyweight exercises, progression isn't about adding weight. Instead, it's about changing the movement to make it harder. Take push-ups, for example. Once you've mastered a standard push-up, you might elevate your feet, do explosive push-ups, or work toward a one-arm push-up. These progressions are effective, but they take more time and skill to master compared to just adding another plate to a barbell. However, where calisthenics really shines is in building functional strength. This means improving how your body works as a whole, your coordination, balance, and mobility. Exercises like pull-ups, dips, and planks engage multiple muscle groups and require you to stabilize your body. This makes calisthenics excellent for real-world strength. If you're climbing, hiking, or just moving through daily life, bodyweight exercises can make you feel more capable and agile. That's not to say weights don't help with functionality, they absolutely do. But weights tend to focus more on isolated strength, targeting specific muscles. For example, a bicep curl is great for growing your biceps, but it's not going to improve your overall movement patterns. Calisthenics, on the other hand, is almost always compound by nature. Even a basic push-up works your chest, shoulders, triceps, and core at the same time. Now, let's talk convenience. This is where calisthenics really stands out. You don't need a gym, fancy machines, or expensive equipment. All you need is your body, maybe a pull-up bar or a sturdy surface for dips, but that's about it. You can do it at home, at the park, or anywhere with enough space to move. This makes calisthenics perfect if you don't want to spend money on a gym membership, or if you like working out outdoors. Weights, on the other hand, come with more logistical challenges. You either need access to a gym or a home setup with dumbbells, barbells, and a bench. That costs money and takes up space. Plus, weights aren't exactly portable. If you're traveling or don't have access to equipment, you're out of luck unless you can find a gym nearby. Now, let's get into targeting specific muscles. If you're someone who wants to isolate certain areas, like building bigger biceps or targeting your triceps, weights are going to be your best friend. Isolation exercises like bicep curls or tricep extensions are super effective at focusing on individual muscles. Calisthenics, because it's usually compound in nature, doesn't let you isolate as easily. For example, if you want to grow your biceps using calisthenics, you'd have to rely on exercises like chin-ups or pull-ups, which also work your back and shoulders. While this is great for overall strength, it's less effective if you're aiming to sculpt one specific muscle group. Another factor to consider is safety. A lot of people assume weights are more dangerous because they involve heavier loads, but the reality is that both methods can be risky if you don't use proper form. With weights, the biggest dangers come from lifting too heavy or using poor technique. That's why it's so important to start with manageable weights and focus on nailing your form before increasing the load. Calisthenics might seem safer because you're just using your body weight, but it has its risks too. Advanced moves like handstands, muscle-ups, or planches can lead to strains or falls if you don't progress carefully. The key with both is to respect your limits and prioritize good form over trying to impress anyone. Now, let's talk about time. If you're looking for faster results, weights often have the edge. The progression is more straightforward, and you can target your goals more directly. For instance, if you want to grow your chest, a bench press allows you to focus all your energy on that one muscle group. Calisthenics, on the other hand, often requires more patience because progression is tied to skill development. Learning to do a one-arm push-up or a muscle-up isn't just about strength. It's about balance, control, and technique. While it's impressive and rewarding, it's not the fastest route to muscle growth. But here's the thing, you don't have to pick just one. In fact, combining weights and calisthenics can give you the best of both worlds. You can use weights to build muscle and strength while incorporating calisthenics for functionality and mobility. For example, you might do weighted squats to build leg strength and mix in bodyweight lunges to improve your balance and coordination. This hybrid approach not only keeps your workouts interesting, but also helps you develop a more well-rounded level of fitness. If your goal is to build muscle, get stronger quickly, and have a clear progression path, weights are the way to go. If you want to improve your overall body control, mobility, and functionality, calisthenics is an excellent choice. And if you're like most people, combining both methods can help you achieve the best results. Another thing to keep in mind is that your fitness journey doesn't have to be set in stone. As you progress, your goals might change, and so can your training style. Maybe you start with weights to build a solid foundation of strength, and then incorporate calisthenics to challenge your body in new ways. Or you might start with bodyweight exercises to master basic movement patterns before transitioning to weights. The beauty of fitness is its flexibility. It's all about finding what works for you and adapting as needed to keep growing and improving. At the end of the day, the best training style is the one you enjoy and will stick to. It doesn't matter how effective a method is if you hate doing it and quit after 2 weeks. Whether you're lifting weights, doing bodyweight exercises, or mixing the two, consistency is what matters most. And so it's important to approach your training with a broader view. A lot of the time, it's not about either or, but rather to incorporate both. It's crucial to incorporate weight training and calisthenics for a solid balance of hypertrophy and muscle functionality. I hope you found this video helpful. Make sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out on any whiteboard fitness tips. Now, I want to hear from you. Which do you prefer, weights, calisthenics, or a mix of both? Let me know in the comments below and share how you've been training and what your goals are for 2025. And as always, I'll see you on the next one.